Hello, this is Jeff Summit, Technical Director for Horico Golf. In this segment of our basic club making series, I want to explain the importance of test fitting the components. This will become important to make sure that you have the proper components first and foremost. Secondly, this may require some additional work on your part to make sure we can work on the next few steps. You might think that the components should automatically fit when you receive them. However, mistakes do happen when ordering or even in shipping. For example, we have our driver head here, and it requires a 335 shaft. However, if you're reshafting a different driver, then you're going to have to determine ahead of time what size to order. It could be 335, it could be 350, or in rarer cases, it could even be larger than that. In several cases, a shaft could be available in both sizes. There could be a matching hybrid or an iron shaft with an entirely different tip size. But those would be noticeably shorter, and most shafts for a driver or for a fairway wood are 45 inches or longer, while a hybrid or an iron shaft is shorter. Luckily for me, I'm going to look at the butt end of the shaft and I can see that it says 335 on it. So I know I have the right shaft. I could have used the calipers or a pair of micrometers to double check the tip diameter, but I find many hobbyist club makers don't have these on hand. All of our 335 driver heads are actually a few thousandths larger, and this is to allow room for the epoxy. What the biggest difference comes in is with graphite shafts themselves. The raw shaft is generally produced with a spec diameter with a small plus and minus tolerance for manufacturing. However, once it's painted and the polyurethane is applied to the tip, it's going to increase the diameter, sometimes as much as 6 or 8 thousandths of an inch, especially if it's a white or a light colored shaft. That's what prohibits the shaft from inserting into the hosel. Now, this is our third lesson. There'll be times when the proper size shaft will not fit into the club head. Don't get alarmed. We could elect to rebore the hosel, which is more than what most hobbyist club makers are willing to do. But after making sure we receive the proper shaft, we may need to remove some of the paint polyurethane on the graphite shaft or the chrome plating on a steel shaft at some point in time. To demonstrate, I'm going to try to test fit this shaft into this head. And it's actually a little bit tight. But I know that I do have the right size shaft because I looked at the butt end. So I shouldn't have any problem when I go to abrade the tip. And to double check on the steel shaft, we can see it goes in nice and easily.